The girl just pushed her scheming younger sister who was an intelligent robot slightly. The family sent the girl to a harsh elite academy for re-education for 3 years. After 3 years, when the family confidently brought the girl back home, unexpectedly the girl's next actions made the whole family deeply regretful. This scene instantly stunned the 3 people in place. However, the 3 people did not think much and only cared that she could get along well with the scheming sister after returning, completely unaware they had already utterly ruined the girl's life. At this moment, the mother casually asked the girl how life was at school. Unexpectedly, the girl replied, "This is not a valid command, cannot answer this question. Please have the mother ask using imperative commands." This made the 3 people freeze again. Helplessly, the mother had to use a firm tone to ask. Then the next second, the girl answered she had lived a very fulfilling life in the academy for 3 years, mastered absolute obedience, rational control, and self-regulation 3 courses. However, what shocked the 3 people even more was yet to come. After returning home, the 3 people eagerly went forward to greet the scheming sister. The girl, however, stood motionless at the door because she had not received any command. Until they returned to the room for dinner, they did not notice the girl following in. So the mother hurriedly ran out to look for the girl. Then she found the girl still standing in the same place after so long. Only when the mother gave a command did the girl follow her into the house. But after returning home, the girl sat at the dining table refusing to eat. The mother called for a long time, but the girl gave no response. Finally, the father realized and gave the command to eat. The girl then picked up a piece of green pepper and put it into her mouth. Unexpectedly, the young man immediately showed a surprised expression, because the girl had always been picky and hated green peppers, but he quickly assumed the girl was pretending not to be picky. He immediately took out a plate of peanuts and demanded the girl eat them. Knowing the girl was allergic to peanuts, he did not believe she could eat them. However, the 3 people never expected the girl to directly put a peanut into her mouth. This scene again made the 3 people show unbelievable expressions. The mother immediately recalled she once ate a single peanut and her mouth swelled like a sausage. Could the elite smart academy really change a person? However, the next second the girl showed allergic symptoms from eating peanuts. Only at this moment did the family realize how absurd it was to send the girl for re-education 3 years ago. Unknown to them, the girl did not intentionally push the scheming sister back then. After adopting the robot sister, the father began to dislike the girl for being immature. The mother also praised the robot sister for cooking and being better than the girl in every way. Even the young man scolded the girl for taking his toys and being less well behaved than the robot sister. So the girl in anger pushed the robot sister, but that single push completely overturned the girl's life. The next day, the girl was sent by the family to the elite smart academy for re-education, wanting the girl to be as obedient as the robot sister. However, they did not know the academy was a living hell. If the girl missed home, she would immediately suffer electric shocks to make her absolutely obedient and identify as a robot. Staff even locked the girl in an ice chamber of 80 degrees below zero. Even so, staff still changed the girl's habits. If she refused green peppers, they locked her in solitary confinement, forcing her to eat them. At this time, although the girl was already allergic to peanuts, due to absolute obedience, she still picked up a peanut and put it into her mouth. The mother tried to stop her, but the girl said she must obey commands. So the mother broke down, not knowing how the girl had become like this, watching helplessly as the girl ate the peanut. Fortunately, the father quickly brought allergy medicine for the girl. The girl barely survived. Then the father hurriedly called the elite smart academy, because they wanted an obedient girl, not this current version. However, the director told the father this was normal. The girl was their most successful case and would recover in a few days. So the father finally relaxed, even thinking her obedience and silence was a good thing. After this incident, the girl replaced the scheming sister as the family's work tool. When the mother asked her to wash dishes, she cleaned them even more thoroughly. When the father asked her to move vases, she filled the entire yard with them. When the young man asked her to fetch packages, she moved faster than a rabbit. Her obedient and capable behavior even gave the family an illusion that they should have sent her to the academy much earlier. But unexpectedly, one day the family forgot to power her off, causing her to stay frozen in one position on the sofa for an entire night. The next day, seeing the girl's exhausted look, the parents felt heartbroken. They even thought she had died from overwork. Fortunately, the father then gave the command to power off. The girl finally fell asleep, entering rest mode. Seeing the girl reduced to such a state, the mother cried desperately, but now they could only decide to take better care of her. However, that day the family held a grand birthday party for the scheming sister, completely ignoring that it was also the girl's birthday. Fortunately, after re-education, the girl no longer cared about these things. However, the girl did not expect the scheming sister to become unhappy. She immediately stepped forward, ordering the girl to accept her command, telling her to push her again like 3 years ago. The girl was about to reach out but suddenly stopped, because she realized it was not a valid command. But in fact, the scheming sister had already achieved her goal. The next second, she pretended to collapse in front of the girl, then falsely accused the girl of pushing her in front of the family. As a result, the family immediately blamed the girl. The mother angrily scolded her, thinking she had improved but was still like this. The girl tried to explain but did not receive permission to speak. Even the young man, to defend the scheming sister, immediately shouted at the girl to leave home and never return. But this sentence became a command for the girl. Filled with grievance, the girl immediately walked out of the house. The family then realized something was wrong and rushed to chase her, but it was too late. The girl had already received the command never to return. The 3 people were filled with irreversible regret.